Hi, welcome to another video with Sun Sign and Astrology series. In this video, I specifically talk about Sun in the sign of Sagittarius, and I'll be talking about your superpower having this placement and what's the higher manifestation, what's the shadow side of Sagittarius, and what's your soul intention having this placement, and what are the health hack or recharge hack that you can use when you need to revitalize yourself or recharge yourself with your sun sign. And before we get started, just quick disclaimer, you are more than your sun sign. There's so much more going on your birth chart. The house, planets, signs, energy working together to create the unique life you have right now. Nobody else has your life. And if you like to have a more integrated or holistic picture of your natal chart, reach out to me. I do personal reading. I will leave my contact information down below in the description. And second disclaimer is most people have double sun sign in their natal chart. That means if the house placement and the constellation does not match, you probably have a double sun sign. Let's say your sun sign in third house but ruled by Sagittarius, although you have a Sagittarius sun, but you also have that third house or Gemini energy mixed with Sagittarius. So you might have both energy working in your life. So if you do not resonate anything I talk about in this video, it might be because the house placement. So definitely check out what's your house placement of your sun sign. And I also made a video specifically talks about sun sign in through 12 houses. I will leave the link down below. You can check that out so you have a more integrated understanding of your sun sign. So let's get started. Sun in Sagittarius. I never talk a certain placement or constellation on its own because I mentioned earlier it's all integrated work with each other. So when we talk about Sagittarius, we have to talk about Scorpio because it came from Scorpio. It's like the one notch up because Scorpio came from Libra. So if you look at the entire birth chart, the zodiac wheel, the bottom part, the first, the sixth house is more about yourself, your inner world, how you perceive the world. And then the outer part, the from Libra to Pisces, it's more how the world sees us, how the world perceives us, how we play a role in a society. So it's not just about us anymore, how we get out in the society or community we live in, how we play a role in that community. So start from seventh house, we're dealing with other people, other people's perception, how we relate with others. So seventh house is house of relationship, and eighth house is the house of intimacy and getting deep with one another. When it comes to ninth house, because in the eighth house, the Scorpio, we kind of confronted each other's limitation, and now you know more about yourself. Let's say you just graduated from college and then you went to workplace, you were like straight A student, you were best in a college, but then when you go to workplace, now you have to cooperate with others, and then you also have to confront your limitation where you realize that you don't know anything. You have to start from bringing coffee to other people, and then other people might not respect you as much as you were respected in the school. So you're back to this beginner phase. So that confronts you, confronts your limitation, and then makes you think like, oh, how can I improve myself so I can be equal with my boss or manager or whatever in that position. So what does all that has to do with Sagittarius? So Sagittarius is like the meaning we give things in our life. It's also the big picture, the higher perspective, see things from a different perspective. Also belief system, religion, spirituality, and all that stuff. So when you have a Sagittarius sun, um, you're always seeking a meaning in your life. Like, what's the meaning of doing this? What's the meaning of having that? What's the meaning of having this experience? So you're always on the go, because Sagittarius is a fire sign, and also represented by arrow. So you're always shooting in an unknown direction. You want to explore, you want to know more, you want to see the big picture. Imagine you're at this job, and then, like, if you want to climb to the top of that job, like, you need to see the big picture, you need to know the whole organization, how it works, and then you can follow that inside that construction, and you can go to the top. Now we're kind of moving towards the Capricorn, but let's stay in the Sagittarius. So Sagittarius about like seeing the big picture. So your superpower is really your superpower is, I guess I have to repeat myself, seeing the big picture and being optimistic, being kind and generous. Say if you have a Sagittarius in your second house, you might be very generous with your possessions or money. Like, you might easily give away, like, you guys can have it, and you have so much kindness and enthusiasm in your heart. You're nice to others, you want to help others. And having the superpower really makes you a good teacher, makes you very wise. You are also very intelligent, and you always like, you're the like force for good. You're the positive energy. You always want to grow and expand. And you could be like a motivational speaker and very optimistic. However, that's all the good side. And the shadow side of Sagittarius is, because you're always on the go seeking, you might become very restless, ungrounded, and you might also, like, since you know so much, you understand the big picture and everything, you might overpromise, like, oh, this is doable, oh, I can do this for you, or we can do this, and then you overpromise. When you actually take action, do it, it might not match up with your high standard or the promise you make, so you end up like under delivering. I have Sagittarius in my first house. I can be like, I do sometimes over promise, and when I over promise, I mean it. Like, yes, that's what I want to do for you, but when I do it, it's like, oh, sorry, I couldn't make that happen. So it might be very common for you guys. And you're also like always learning and expanding. You might have a lack of introspection, like kind of stop for a second, like reflect on what you already experienced and learn, like digest it before you go move on to the next one. So that's another shadow side. Your soul intention is really transforming your shadow side into your higher vibration. Basically, when you become restless, ungrounded, always seeking, just stop yourself, connect with the true self in a center, and then connect with that positive, wise part of yourself. And how can you contribute to the society with all the intelligence and knowledge and experience you have? Because like the opposite side of Sagittarius is Gemini, and Gemini is always communicating, let's word go out and heard by others. So I have Sag in the South Node and Gemini in the North. So I study a lot, I learn a lot, I expand my horizon. But if I don't share with others, I don't share with my community and society what good it can be, all the knowledge and the wisdom you have inside. So you gotta let it out and you gotta do something with it. And for health hack, you guys, that Sagittarius rules a part of our body is our legs and thighs. You're always on the go and you're exploring, and also our liver. So if you have like unhealthy lifestyle, maybe drink alcohol a lot, because um, Sagittarius can be also very self-indulgent. That might be very harmful for your health. So be very careful with that area of your body and take care of your liver, detoxify yourself. And for the recharge hack, since your sun sign is here, uh, you can like just doing things, Sagittarius things, like maybe taking a quick trip or knowing someone new, get to know someone new, try a new restaurant or new food, or read a book or watch a YouTube video and learn a very interesting perspective. All of those, like anything that expands your horizon, maybe like personal development, all that can be very regenerating, recharging energy for you. If any of those resonates, let me know in the comment section. And also, if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe. I will talk to you guys in my next video.